Good morning. It is week 4 of my boot camp. Today is Monday, October 13th, and today is back and shoulders, I believe, at the gym. So I'm getting ready to head on in, but I wanted to share something with you. So I haven't weighed since October 1st, and at that point in time, I had lost like 3 pounds and I think like 6 inches overall. So I have not weighed since then. But this weekend, I put a dress on for church that I hadn't worn in about 4 or 5 weeks. And I felt like it was a little looser, but even my husband was commenting on it and saying that like through the shoulders and my waist, that it just seemed like it fit a lot better. So that was really encouraging. And I have a goal of hitting 25 sessions before the end of this 6 weeks is up. And because I missed a few because I was sick 2 weeks ago, I have some work to do to catch up. So I'm going to try to go to all 5 days this week in order to make up for that. So we'll see how that goes. But I think I should be able to do that. And I'm really excited because on Thursday, the shoes that I had ordered arrived. They arrived after my workout, so I haven't got to use them yet. But I ordered some Nano X4s based on a recommendation from a friend of mine. I was wearing just my Brooks running shoes, which I love my Brooks running shoes for running or walking. I don't love them for weightlifting. They were not designed for that. And especially like on the squishy floor of the gym and then having the squishy sole of the running shoe, like I just did not have the support that I needed. So I'm really excited to try these out today, especially considering it's a volume day. So it should be a little bit more helpful. I should be a little more steady on my feet. The problem was like if I did any sort of a single leg movement, I just didn't have good stability, and so I had to focus so much on just balancing because my shoes were teetering on the squishy floor. So I'm hoping that this helps with that. But it is 10 till 6, so I've got to get in there and get checked in and get my shoes on and get ready to go. So I will maybe, if I remember, see you after the workout. Okay, I just got done with the workout. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Got to do the row machine again, which I used to own a row machine and I loved it. I sold it when I moved because I didn't have room for it, and I've really been missing it. But today that was worked into the programming, so that was fun. My new shoes are great. They're new shoes, so they're uncomfortable because they're so new and they're not broke in, but I think they're gonna work really, really well. I had so much more stability when I was doing my lifts. I'm excited to see what they'll do on a leg day. I think leg day is Thursday. I will not wear them tomorrow because tomorrow is a HIIT day, and I'll wear my running shoes for that. But anyways, it was good, and I'm headed home to have breakfast with my family. Okay, it is Tuesday, October 14th, which is my husband and I's anniversary, but also gym day. So I just got parked at the gym, and today is a HIIT day, so that's going to be exciting. I haven't done a HIIT in a while. We've been focused on volume the last several times I've been here, so a HIIT should be interesting. And anyways, I'm going to get ready, grab my shoes, and head in, get those changed, and we'll get going. I'm really excited because I'm starting to really notice some differences in how my clothes are fitting, and just like the little things. If you've ever lost weight before or gained a lot of weight and then you've noticed that these went away, but like my collarbones I'm starting to feel again, my wrist bones I'm seeing again, the inflammation in my fingers and my ankles has gone way down. So like I'm noticing some changes for sure. So that's exciting and encouraging. But it's week 4. So I have this week, week 5 and week 6. And I do my body scan on the 28th. So I won't really know any results until the 28th of October. So I've got, what is that, like 2 weeks? No, 14 days? 14 days, that's 2 weeks. Wow. It's going by really quick. It's going by a lot quicker than I thought it would, which is good, but also means I need to buy some more sessions because I only paid for 6 weeks because I wanted to see if I liked it before I invested like a lot in it. So at the end of the 6 weeks, I'll either have to buy another 6-week program or I'll have to buy the like package that they have with 100 sessions. So we shall see. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping and get inside and get my shoes changed and be ready, warmed up and ready to go at 6. Good morning. I just pulled into the parking lot at the gym. It is Wednesday, October 15th, and today is leg day. So I'm super excited to try out my new shoes. The weightlifting, they're Reebok Nano X4s, I think. X4s. So I wore them earlier this week, but it was mainly upper body, so it wasn't as big of a difference. I could tell a difference, but I'm really excited to see what they do on a leg day. Anyways, today is, I think we're focusing on glutes and hamstrings, so pretty excited about that. Yesterday was sent straight from the devil. It was one of the hardest workouts I think I've ever done in my life. And I felt a little bit better because I know how much progress I've made since the very first workout I did at this gym, where I left feeling like I was dead. Well, this workout might have even been harder than that one. It was definitely more endurance than that other one. And it was nuts. And I felt a little bit better because I was looking in the private group page for this gym, just for members, and everybody was just complaining about being dead, laying on the floor, not being able to move. By the end of that workout, I did not even feel like I could do a single jumping jack. Like, it was so bad. My face all the way, like, my face always gets red when I'm working out, but like all the way down my chest was just bright red. I was gassed. So gassed. I was so gassed that when it came time to do the front squats, I just did the barbell because I was like, I can't even put weight on here because my form is going to be so bad that I don't want to get hurt. So I just did the barbell. When I looked at the pictures that they put in the group, my form was jacked. I'm glad I didn't put weight on there because I probably would have hurt myself. But yeah, it was atrocious. But I feel better today. I'm a little sore, but I'm not terrible. It was mainly like, it was a HIIT day, so it wasn't like heavy lifting or anything. There was still some lifting, but not crazy. But anyways, I feel a lot better. I'm noticing so many changes already. Like, I think I've already mentioned this, but I'm noticing my wrist bones appearing. I'm noticing like more definition in my kneecap, which is really weird, but there's like a lot less padding in my knees. So that's exciting. I'm also just noticing my ability to get through the workouts and like to push myself harder and go heavier with my weights has improved. So I'm feeling really, really good. Today is going to be my 15th session during this 6-week challenge. We're in week 3. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I'm hoping to get to 25 sessions by the end of the 6 weeks. So if I go the rest of this week, next week, and then like 3 times the 6th week of the challenge, which is all I really have time for that week, I should be able to hit 25. So super excited about that. And yeah, I'm gonna get off here because I've only got a few minutes to get my shoes on and get warmed up before class starts. So I will try to remember to see you after class. Okay, so it's the end of leg day. It was a really good leg day. That was the kind of workout that you leave and you just feel like so good. I pushed myself and I went the full reps and the full sets. We were given an option 2 to 3 sets. I did 3 sets of everything. I did, if they said 6 to 8 reps, I did 8 reps. 8 to 10, I did 10. And I went up in weights and everything, every single workout. And it felt really good. On the barbell deadlifts, the heaviest one they had was like almost 200 pounds, and I didn't feel quite up to that yet. The next heaviest one was like 145 pounds. I wish there would have been an in-between. I didn't think I could do the 145 pounds, but after doing the lighter one, I was like, that's too light. I pushed myself, I went up to 145. I was able to do it. But my last couple of reps weren't as tough as I thought they should have been. So if there would have been like a 175, I probably would have tried that one. But overall, I'm really pleased with my progress so far, and I'm ready to go home and have breakfast. Okay, it's Thursday, October 16th. And this is day 4 this week of going to the gym. I think today is either chest and shoulders or chest and back. I can't really remember. I think it might be chest and shoulders. Yesterday was leg day. I'm sore today, but not dead. So that's good. I did a lot of stretching yesterday afternoon because I was getting really, really sore. And of course I took my amino acids, and yeah, I feel good today. So this is day 4 this week of going to the gym. This is the first time I've gone 4 times in a week. I normally go 3 times. And then I also plan on coming tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. I will be here tomorrow. But tomorrow's either a Metcon. It's some sort of conditioning. I don't remember exactly what tomorrow is. I'll have to look at the schedule. But I'm excited for today. I love a good upper body day. I used to hate upper body days. I used to just do cardio and legs. That's all I cared about. And it was obvious. Like if you look back at my old pictures, my legs were so strong and toned, and like my cardio endurance was really good. I was running like 7 miles a day on my lunch break. But I could like barely lift like 30 pounds with my upper body. Upper body was just not something I cared about. And now I care a lot about it because one of my biggest insecurities right now is my, like, well, it's all one kind of thing, but my shoulders, my arms, and my back. So upper body has now become my focus, which is kind of interesting because I spent all of my 20s focused on my lower body, but I'm not as concerned about that. My legs, they could use some toning. There's definitely a lot of excess fat on my legs. I'm not saying that, but I don't carry all of my weight in my legs. So my legs are not the worst part. I carry all of my weight from my belly up. So it's time to get that under control. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping. I gotta get inside. I gotta go to the restroom, and I gotta change my shoes and get warmed up. So I will see you after the workout. Okay, I'm leaving the gym. Just got done. It was chest and triceps today. I am gassed, but I feel good. I went up in weights and everything again today, so making progress. Good morning. It is Friday, October 17th. Today is the 5th day this week that I have gone to the gym, and it is the last day of week 4 of the 6-week boot camp. So I'm super excited. I think today is an EMOM, a full body EMOM. So it should be not my favorite, probably. I like the volume days a lot more, but it is what it is, and it's part of it. I'm very sore from yesterday. Yesterday was chest and triceps, which are 2 of my like weakest. My upper body is just my weakest. So I'm sore today, so that's a good thing. That means I did something good. And I'm not sore in like the injury way. I'm just sore because I use those muscles that I don't use a whole lot. So today, like I said, is full body, and then it'll be the end of week 4. And next week starts week 5, which is like, I think, peak week. So that should be interesting. And my in-body scan is on the 28th, so I'm about 11 days out on that. I'm feeling good. All my clothes are fitting a lot looser. I have more energy. I'm sleeping better. My mood is better. Like, I'm happier, just in general. So I'm definitely pleased with the results so far, even like non-scale, non-weight loss. Like, I'm just really pleased with the way that I'm feeling. So we shall see. I'm gonna head on in and change my shoes and get ready for class. Good morning. It's October 21st. It's a Tuesday, and we are in week 5. And I think today is chest and triceps. I just got to the gym. I'm gonna try and go either 3 or 4 times this week. My son is sick, so I don't know. I didn't go yesterday. He was puking all morning. So we'll see how things go, but my goal is 3 to 4 times this week. So anyways, today is chest and shoulders, and it's a superset focus. So let's head on in and get going. Another thing that I've been doing during this 6-week boot camp challenge is walking every day. I'm actually doing the 40-40 challenge. So 40 days of walking 1 mile a day while reading scripture. And I've been really enjoying it. I've missed a few days of the walking because my kid's being sick or just crazy farm life schedule, but I'm doing the best I can. We should be done with it on Thanksgiving Day. But adding in some extra walking And then on the days that I don't go to the gym, I'm doing a little bit of strength training at home and flexibility and mobility workouts, really trying to increase my hip mobility and my shoulder mobility, because those are two of my areas that are a little bit weaker. And then I've also, just in the last couple of weeks, really tried to track all my food in MyFitnessPal. I'm using a food scale and weighing my food and trying to maintain my calorie deficit in that way. For the last 2 weeks of the challenge, I did 100% every day, kept in my my calorie deficit and ate at my protein goal. And that was great. Since then, I've missed a day or two here or there, but I'm trying really hard to stay consistent with tracking my calories and staying in that deficit for at least the weekly deficit. I might miss a day here or there, but staying within the weekly deficit. And that seems to be working really well. I don't know how long I will do the weighing of my food and stuff, but for the first couple of months, I think it's good to just kind of get myself used to what the appropriate amount looks like for my deficit and my protein goal. And then after that, I want to get to a point where I'm not weighing my food all the time, because it's really annoying and it's frustrating and it's tedious, and I have a busy enough life, so adding that in is a lot, but it's been working for right now. So for right now, that is what I'm doing, and combining that with what I'm doing at the gym. Okay, it's Wednesday, October 22nd, and I just got to the gym. Today is leg day, so I'm super excited about that. I forgot to come back after yesterday's workout and talk about it. It was shoulders and chest, and it was a killer. I was dead afterwards, but it was really good. So I'm gonna head on in and do my leg day. I just got done with leg day, and as you can tell, I am so sweaty. I think that's a reflection from my windshield. I am so sweaty. That was killer. That was killer. But it felt good, and now I'm going home. Good morning. It is Friday, finally the end of the week. It is workout number 3 for this week. I just got to the gym. Today is biceps and triceps. And this is week 5? Yeah. Yeah, this is week 5. Next week is the last week of the 6 weeks. Wow, that went fast. So it's Friday today. On Tuesday next week, I have my body scan. So we've got like just a few days left until I do the weigh-in and the scan and all of that. And so honestly, I weighed myself on my scale, and my scale says I haven't lost a single pound. So I'm frustrated with that, but I'm encouraged because I know that I'm more flexible. I have more energy. I've been sleeping better. Overall, I'm happier. Like, I have so many non-scale victories that makes it worth everything that I've been doing and how hard I've been working. But I won't lie, I'm pretty irritated that the scale has not moved, or at least my scale has not moved. So I'll be curious to see the body scan and see like composition differences. So like muscle and fat and water retention and all of that. So hopefully the results will be good. I'm not super excited about it, I'll be honest, but I do want to see if it is different than what my scale says. So we will see that on Tuesday of next week. And then I've got Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week scheduled for workouts. And then that's the end of the 6 weeks. Now, I did join the gym when I first signed up, it was just 6 weeks, but I have paid for more sessions after that. So I will be at least the next 6 months. I signed up for like a lifelong membership, but it renews every 6 months. So 6 months would put me right before we go on our beach vacation as a family. And so I'm really, really excited to see what I'm able to get accomplished in those 6 months. But I'm gonna go ahead and get in the gym and get my shoes on and everything, get stretched and warmed up, and be ready for biceps and triceps today. I'll try to remember to come back after the workout and let you know how it was. I'm really looking forward to it because I've really enjoyed the upper body days, which is surprising because I used to hate upper body days, and now I really, really enjoy them. So we'll see how it goes. Good morning. It is Wednesday, October 29th. This week I'm only doing workouts today, tomorrow, and Friday, so I'll still get my 3 workouts, but I didn't go on Monday. And then yesterday I had my second balance meeting, which means it was my weigh-in and my in-body scan. So I had 4 weeks since the last scan, and I weighed myself on my home scale before going and was not super happy. The scale didn't move at all from the original weigh-in weight. But my body scan wasn't until like halfway through the day. And so by the time I scanned that, it looked like I had gained weight. But then when I looked at like the actual numbers, I was up in body water, but I was also up in skeletal muscle mass. So I was happy with that. I gained almost 2 pounds of muscle in 4 weeks, which I guess I was expecting a little bit more, but I'm happy that I gained some muscle. And my body fat percentage did go down. It didn't go down as much as I would have liked, but it did go down. So we're trending in the right direction, and I have been like 100% with my nutrition. I've been tracking it. I've been staying within my calorie deficit, and I've also been hitting my protein goal. And so I'm just going to keep doing that. I've been consistent with strength training 3 times a week, and then walking and riding my Peloton when I've had time at home. And so I'm just going to stay consistent. I talked with my trainer and she was like, you're doing all the right things. Like by the next body scan, I think your body will have caught up. I also was on my cycle. Sorry if that's TMI for you, but that I think played into some of the numbers as well, especially like the water retention. But overall, I guess I can't complain. I'm headed in the right direction, and I'm ready to go to the gym today and keep going. So this is week 6. I've got 3 workouts left of the original 6 weeks. Of course, I did sign up to stay with this gym long term, so we will continue this journey. Okay, so I just got back from my workout, but I was gonna film this in the car when I got home, and it's so dark outside and it's storming, so you couldn't see me or hear me. So I came inside, but today was full body. It was called Full Body Gauntlet because it's almost Halloween, and it was rough. It was really brutal, and I knew it was going to be brutal going into it because most of the full body workouts are, and also I'm better in shape than I was when I started 6 weeks ago, but I'm still very out of shape, so I knew it was going to be hard for me. But looking around the gym and seeing all of the women who are in much better shape than I, and they were really struggling too. I felt just a little bit better about how I did. But it was rough. But I wanted to clarify something. I was talking earlier about the results of my body scan, and I think it's probably sounded more negative than I wanted it to. I am not like mad or like put off by the results. I was hoping for a bigger difference in 6 weeks, but I'm super proud of all the progress, and I'm happy with the consistency that I've been able to keep for 6 weeks. So I have been really good about my diet with my calorie deficit and hitting my protein goals, and that has taken a lot of discipline, and so I'm really proud of that. And I have been consistent with going to the gym. I've gone at least 3 times a week, except for 1 week that I was sick and my entire household was sick. I only went 1 time that week, but I went 5 times the next week and made up that difference. And by the end of this week, so today's Wednesday, and I went today, I'm scheduled for tomorrow and Friday. If I'm able to get both of those, which I don't see any reason I shouldn't, I'll be at 23 by the end of this week. So that's 23 sessions in 6 weeks, and I'm pretty proud of that consistency, especially considering I'm at like the very beginning of my journey. So I'm really proud of all of the work that I've put in, and I'm noticing so many differences. That's why I thought the numbers would show a little bit more, because like my clothes are fitting loose, my energy and stamina during the workouts has really increased. I have gone up in weights, like dumbbells and kettlebells, and even like the barbell work that we've been doing, I've gone up in weight every week. So I feel really good about that. Some of the movements themselves are just getting easier for me. Like I'm being able to go a little bit deeper with my squat. My form has improved. Like
overall, I'm really, really pleased with all of the non-scale things that I'm noticing. Just like energy has improved, my overall mood and happiness has improved, I'm sleeping better, my family's noticing it. So like I'm thrilled with all of that. And so while I wanted the numbers to show that a little bit more, I'm not discouraged. Like I'm still very motivated. I'm still going to continue this. And like this is the first time that I have done a health journey that wasn't motivated by how I look in my life. I've done every crash fad diet under the sun. I've done every super stupid intense thing you can do. Straight down to even like for a period of time in college, I starved myself to get to a certain weight. Like I've done it all. And this is the first time that I'm doing it just so that I feel good, because getting up in the morning, I get up at 3:30 in the morning every day during the week. I sleep in a little bit on the weekends, but sleeping in for me is like 5:30. So I get up at 3:30 every day during the week. I go to the gym, I get out of the house, I get some time to work on me and to improve myself, and I feel so much better for it. And like what is keeping me going, regardless of what the scale says or regardless of how I look, is how I feel. I'm so much happier, I'm sleeping better, I'm able to keep up with my family more, like just overall everything is better. And the reason I'm doing all of this is so that when I'm in my 50s and 60s and beyond, I can keep up with my kids, my grandkids, I can take care of myself. If I become a burden because of health issues, or, you know, I have to go to like assisted living because of health issues later on that are out of my control, I'm not trying to like criticize that. That could still happen, but I'm trying to do everything I can to take good care of myself now, so that the reason that I need help later isn't because I didn't take care of myself. I'm just trying to do all of the right things for my family. And that's why I know that like this time I'm going to be able to stick to it, because my reason for doing it is so much more important to me than how I look or how other people see me. So I'm still very motivated. So I just wanted to say, like this morning when I first did that, it was 4 o'clock in the morning, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I was tired. I wasn't fully functioning yet. And so I think it just might have sounded a little bit more negative when I was talking about my body scan results, but like I'm still in this. I'm still very excited to keep going. And I'm really excited to see a year from now all the changes that I've made in my life. So I'm not discouraged. I'm still motivated. I went to the gym today. I gave it my all. I'm going to go again tomorrow. We're continuing to do this thing. But right now I'm going to go eat breakfast and refuel and get homeschooling going with my son. And we have a doctor's appointment with my daughter this afternoon. So it's going to be a busy day, and I'm just getting started.
Good morning. It is October 31st. So it's Halloween, but more importantly, it's the last day of my 6-week challenge. So I have been officially attending this gym for 6 weeks. Technically a little bit longer than that because I joined like a week before and I did a couple of workouts, but 6 weeks I've been here with this gym. And today's my 3rd day attending for this week. And it will be my 22nd session. So I've done 22 sessions in 6 weeks. My goal was to get to 25, but because I was sick that one week, it really kind of messed that up. But I'll be at 25 by the end of next week, so no big deal. And today is abs and arms, and should be good. I haven't done like a full day ab workout. Like we always do a little bit of like an ab finisher a couple of times a week, but we don't do like full on abs. Those are usually landing on days that I'm not here, so we'll see what that's like. Core is definitely not my strong suit, but it's something that I'm wanting to work on, so should be pretty good. And then next week, so the gym operates in like 6-week sessions. So like today is max out, or this week is max out week. And so next week will probably be a little bit lighter, more introductory style as we start the next 6-week push. Now, even when I'm saying lighter, it's still not easy workouts. It's just you're not like trying to max out. So this is like a really hard push week. And then next week will be a little bit different, but we'll see what that looks like. And I'm excited to continue. I feel really, really good every time I leave the gym. And almost all the days that I wake up, I'm really happy and excited to go to the gym. Yesterday was really the first day that I wasn't. But it had nothing to do with the gym itself. It just had to do with I didn't sleep well and I was very tired. But I came and I had a really good leg day. Well, it was booty day. It was booty day. That's right. Anyways, it was really nice. I loved it. I'm feeling it today. I'm a little bit sore. But I think 2 days in a row of a bunch of box step-ups was not the greatest on my knee. My right knee is kind of bothering me a little bit. I was in a four-wheeler accident a few years ago, and every now and then my left ankle and my right knee bother me. And today it's bothering me a little bit, but I'll just kind of take it easy on that and see kind of where we go from there. But most of the time it doesn't bother me, but every now and then it does. And it might not even have been the workouts as much as we've had a huge weather system move in and cold front, and sometimes that messes with me. But anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping and head on in and do my workout and complete my 6-week challenge. And pretty proud of myself for being as consistent as I have been. So we'll see what another 6 weeks of consistency will look like. All right, I am leaving the gym. That was my 22nd workout with this gym. It was abs and arms, and because of some of the stuff we did the last 2 days, my right knee was just not there today. I think I already said this, but I was in a four-wheeler accident, and so it's all injured. Or it's not injured, but every now and then bothers me. So every now and then my knee bothers me, and I couldn't do, like, the mountain climbers was putting a lot of strain on it, so I just did the other movement in that station, which was med ball slams. I just did double of that. And then I couldn't do the split jerk because of my knee, so I did just push press. And then I didn't do the finisher. They always do a finisher at the end of the workout. I didn't do the finisher because it was a lot of sprinting and jumping, and I wasn't going to do that to my knee because I don't want a full-on injury. So gonna rest my knee over the weekend. Monday I have a doctor's appointment, so I won't be here. So Tuesday would be the earliest. I should be feeling back to normal by then.